What if Arsenal's most important performance against West Ham lasted just 20 minutes? What if the player who changed the game didn't start it? And what if one perfectly weighted pass was enough to reopen a debate that has followed Martin Ødegaard all season? Has Arsenal's captain really fallen off? Odegaard stepped off the bench and immediately changed the feel of the game. Odegaard's had his critics this season. Fans have grown frustrated with his gameplay, saying he doesn't penetrate enough. But when he's good, he's so good. That game he didn't score, but he dominated the headlines.
Look at his leadership, looking for the ball and taking responsibility. He knows he's the one who's got to make something happen. Arsenal haven't got enough players like him.
He reminded everyone of something Arsenal supporters may have started to forget. Even when he isn't at his sparkling best, Martin Ødegaard can still decide matches. So with Champions League final on the horizon, one question feels more relevant than ever. How important could Arsenal's captain be in the biggest night in the club's modern history? A game that needed calm. For long spells, Arsenal were the better side against West Ham. But despite creating chances, they couldn't quite find the breakthrough. Trossard hit the woodwork. Calafiori went close. West Ham remained stubborn and dangerous on the counter. As the clock ticked down, it began to feel like one of those afternoons where dominance alone might not be enough. Arsenal needed more control, more composure, but more importantly, more clarity in the final third. And that was the moment Arteta turned to his captain. This has definitely been a season that has prompted questions. There's no denying this season has raised questions about Odegaard. Has he been as influential as he should in Arsenal's title push? Has he consistently reached the level supporters know he is capable of?
Some of the stuff I've heard, strip him of the captaincy.
I would do that next season.
Why?
He's not a good enough captain.
Why? What's he done wrong?
You stand up in big moments, and he didn't against PSG.
But he has over the past couple of seasons. He stood up in big moments. He's having a bad time.
I don't think so.
Players can have a bad time.
I don't think. I mean, it's been a consistent issue of his, in my opinion.
By his own standards, this has been an uneven campaign. But that raises another question. How do you measure a player like Odegaard? Is it purely goals and assists? Does he lead by example? Or is it the way he changes rhythm of a game? The way he makes the players around him better? The way he slows down, takes control? The way he brings calm when the pressure starts to rise? The substitute that changed the mood. When Odegaard came on, Arsenal looked different. And with Arteta's decision to put Rice right back, pressure was definitely looming. Fans often call for Eze to start, but sometimes Eze's cool and calm nature leaves fans wanting more from him. So in games like this, and sometimes in Europe especially, Odegaard can control the game and keep things ticking. His work rate allows the team to settle and start to dominate. Wayne Rooney highlighted this after the match, saying Odegaard was the key reason Arsenal went on to win. This is a significant statement, especially in a match decided by much fine margins. One pass, one moment, then came the defining moment. Odegaard received the ball in the crowded area. Rather than forcing the issue, he showed patience. He waited for the right opening. He took extra touches, slowed things down, and then slipped a perfectly weighted pass into the path of Trossard, who finished clinically. It was a simple moment on the surface, but moments like that are rarely simple. They require awareness, precision. Does form tell the whole story? Football often focuses heavily on form. Who is scoring, who is struggling, who is in, who is out. But does that always capture a player's true value? Some players influence games in more subtle ways. And to be fair, Odegaard has rarely been doing it this season. He hasn't been connecting attackers, he hasn't been setting tempo. Especially with his forward passing, sideways, backwards, fans complain. But a fit and rested Odegaard is a problem for many defences. And even if Odegaard has not produced his most eye-catching season, performances like this suggest his influence remains significant, and why Arsenal should not drop him completely for Eze, but in turn should rotate between the two. Everyone knows leadership matters in big games. Champions League finals are not only about tactics, they're also about temperament. Who can stay calm under pressure? Who can make the right decision in the biggest moments? Who can help settle the team when emotions are running high? These are areas where Odegaard's leadership becomes particularly relevant. He may not be the loudest on the pitch, but his influence is clear in the way he plays. Demanding the ball in the last half of the game was important. Measured, composed, intelligent, he could improve on his shooting. Should he start in the final? That's the question most Arsenal fans are asking. Even if Odegaard has not consistently reached extraordinary standards he has set in previous seasons, does his intelligence and composure make him indispensable? Can Arsenal afford to leave out a player capable of producing a match-winning moment from almost nothing? And Arsenal fans would argue Eze has the same ability, but experience is key. Arteta will have some serious decisions to make, but this cameo was a timely reminder of what his captain still offers. A reminder, not a conclusion. Perhaps the most interesting thing about Odegaard's performance against West Ham, it doesn't provide a definitive answer. Instead, it raises important questions. Has his season been judged too harshly? Are the contributions sometimes overlooked because they are subtle rather than spectacular? Obviously, injuries play a part too. And could Arsenal's Champions League hopes depend on the calmness and creativity of their captain now that he's fit again? What is clear is this: when Arsenal need one decisive moment, Martin Ødegaard provided it. And with the biggest game in the club's recent history approaching, that may be exactly the reminder Arsenal needed. Thanks for watching, people. Like this video, share it, comment and subscribe, and I'll definitely check you on the next one. Peace.